Welcome to the All Things Fun Vidcast. I'm your host, Ed Evans. I'm here with my co-host, Allison Eckel. There you go. And Glenn, get off my lawn walker.
Still reading. Still reading.
Nah, time to get started. We're talking about new books that released today, Wednesday, April 18th, 2012. And there's quite a few of them there.
So we're going to start with you because obviously you've had time to read.
Well, I'm just prepared. But before we start talking about the books, we should talk about Free Comic Book Day, Saturday, May 5th. It's coming up real soon. We're very excited here.
The day after Avengers opens.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. So
Big weekend.
big weekend, all kinds of cool stuff. So you got to come down to All Things Fun. We're going to have a full assortment, a crazy amount of way cool free comics. We'll also have events at 3 area libraries. If you're preparing for that weekend for Avengers, this week at All Things Fun, you'll have a free comic you can pick up. This is not a Free Comic Book Day. This is a reprint of Avengers #1
awesome.
from a while back from Bendis, which is
Nice.
very cool. These will be available for a limited time while supplies last at All Things Fun. You pick these up.
Awesome.
And awesome. It's very cool. Yeah, so we're very excited. Free Comic Book Day is coming up. Lots of great stuff. We got a chance to look at some of that stuff that we can't talk about, but there's some cool books in there.
Let's put it this way. Awesome.
Awesome. Very awesome. So that's going to be pretty cool. So let's open up. Let's talk about the New 52. Let's do that.
The New 52.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's
So you want to talk about the big event?
There's
the big
big,
event that's
big,
going to be seeping through most of the line?
Yeah,
I think
The
so.
Court of
absolutely.
Owls.
Let's do it.
The Batman books.
Night of Owls.
Well, it's the Court of Owls having a night.
Yes.
Having a night.
The Court of Owls
Having
is
a night.
Scott Snyder's story from Batman, and it's spinning out into the Night of Owls crossover. Right? Did I get that right?
If you want the main story, you get it in Batman.
Well,
Written
there's-
by Scott Snyder.
Right. There's a prelude this week in Nightwing.
But the thing is, all the story you need is in Batman.
I'm just saying.
But
For those of you who are completists.
the event does bleed into most of the Bat books.
Right.
Including All-Star Western, couple pages in Justice League.
It's not marked,
Yeah.
but this week's, which we'll talk about in a minute, Justice League, also has a sequence that involves the baddies, the Talons.
Anyone that's in
the
Gotham
Owls.
is going to be under assault by the Talons. On one night where they've determined they're finally sick of this Bat guy, they're just going to wipe him off the face of the earth.
All right, so
Apparently
Batman
in his
number
pajamas.
8. Nobody said the number yet. Yeah, so it's
Number
Batman
8.
number 8.
Batman number 8 is the book where it starts, and Scott
Yes.
Snyder has turned this book around.
It's been awesome.
Yes.
And but Allison is right. A prelude. If you're picking up books this week, before you read Batman 8, you should read Nightwing
Yes.
8 as well.
Which is the prelude, and if you've been reading, you know that Dick Grayson has quite the secret. I don't know, can we let on?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Like, what do you think?
Well then,
Why does Glenn always want to spill the secrets?
I know.
I always
I-
spill
I
secrets
spill
too, and it's so
nothing.
hard when we get excited
this
about
was
them.
last month. This
It's
was
hard to-
last month.
I know these codes for this nuclear bomb. Should we share it with everyone?
They're a month old. It's okay
No!
now, right?
Are you saying I can't tell you how Lost ended? Is that what you're saying?
I don't
No,
think
I
anyone
I
can
haven't
tell
actually
us
watched
how
that
Lost ended.
You know, eventually Gilligan gets off the island. You know that, right?
No! You've ruined it! You're supposed to say spoiler alert.
Okay.
Well, let's go to this one. Since there are a few panels featuring Talons from...
Non-official crossover.
It doesn't have the thing at the top, but they're in there in this little editor's note. For the full story, go to Batman number 8. So it's in there. We also have Justice League number 8 with Green Arrow on the cover. And we've been rolling out new members in Justice League for a little while. Now, do we roll out a new member in this one? I'm not going to say. Glenn?
It bothered me a lot. I like the writing. I like the interaction between the characters, which has been the best part of the book.
Yeah, Green
I
Lantern
like
continues
the
to be
art.
a jerk, and it's really laugh
Jim
out
Lee
fun.
has taken a
Out
break.
loud funny.
We've got Ivan Reis and I believe his name is Danda doing some stuff here. The thing that bothered me is we see the League after fighting Amazon or Mazo,
Right.
whatever your preference.
I
We
always
see.
said Amazo, but I don't know if that's right.
I don't think it's right.
Because, like, amazing, but he's amazing. Oh, 'cause
It's
he's a
Amazon
robot.
because Amazo was just silly.
But Amazo would be like an Amazon.
Anyway, we see them after they fight. We see them after they fight the cultists from Justice League Dark. We see them after they fight the Court of Owls.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I want to see a Justice League book where they fight the bad guys.
Oh,
I
and
don't
then
want
we
to.
get-
I don't want to see the having the cigarette afterwards. I want to see the act. Okay.
Yeah, that's there.
I won't show this 2-page spread, but there is a little flashback on something that they say that has a 2-page spread fight scene.
And that's the other thing that bothers me. I don't want to. I want to.
All this crap on my lawn.
Yes, all this crap going on. No, that okay. What you showed me, the scene of what may be coming. Okay.
Well, it's something that happened
is-
before.
Exactly. It's not coming. It's something that happened before.
Oh, I gotcha.
How much filling in of the 5-year time span are we going to have to put up with before we get current
Some
adventures?
good old Justice League books.
I'm just wondering what the point of the 5-year span is. To retell all those stories that we missed? Or to set it up? That's what I'm wondering about.
Right. Well,
I don't, this is good for one issue. I don't want to see it happen every 3 issues. We have to go back to a story that happened in the time frame we missed. That's all I'm saying.
Did you like Lost?
I hated that.
Ah, see, that's why. Lost is a good example of this.
Bad editing, bad continuity.
No. What am I looking for? This
Bad television.
mechanics, this trick, this method of you have a big collection of characters that have found themselves in a situation, and then you use every week to go and expand back on something that happened to bring them there. And it's a weird way of continuity, but it's also a way of expanding your reach. It gives you a lot of time to play and fill in stories. If they just have to come up with another big bad every week, they're going to run out of stories really fast. But this gives them a long
So what
longevity
they're
in
going to do
storytelling.
is they're going to say, hey, we just fought this big bad, and if you can stay with us next issue, we'll show you a big bad we fought 4 years ago. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, regardless of my complaints, it is a very enjoyable issue. I liked it a lot.
No, we
Like I
didn't.
said, I love the interaction. I want to see them fight Amazon.
Right.
That's all.
No, I can hear that, and I know that when we have seen them, the very little time we've seen them actually do battles together, it's pretty cool. So it would be good to see them battle. They battled Darkseid, and that was awesome.
Oh, hey, look, there's some other books this week.
Yeah.
But it's Justice League.
Backing up onto Batman, I have
Sorry.
Catwoman number 8. The partnership with Spark continues. This leads into Night of the Owls next issue. And then I have Batman Odyssey
there's
from
this-
Neil Adams.
There's this thing.
7 of 7, the conclusion
Right.
to the big Neil Adams story.
That's okay, we've got other books.
It's interesting.
You should have a graphic of a train
The art
wreck
is terrific.
here on the screen.
I've also got Wonder Woman number 8,
Cool.
Chicks and Guns.
Chicks and Guns.
This was
Amaz-
on
Amaz-
the cover of previews.
Yep.
Sorry.
The Amazon gets guns. And as much as I hate the idea, and as much as I hate the idea of Wonder Woman as a horror book,
But you've been enjoying one.
every time I read it, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Wonder Woman, but this is really cool.
I think he likes to eat things.
Well, that's his whole shtick,
Ah.
isn't it? We've revealed it.
Lovable curmudgeon.
I'm a book curmudgeon.
Challenges of the Unknown, DC Universe Presents, number 8. We keep losing challengers, but the story deepens. We get to find out what's going on in this issue.
All right. You still have
Do you
some?
have, I have more, but you have more too.
Well, maybe we'll go back and forth. I've got Captain Atom, number 8, that I'm not up on. But J.T. Krull, and this looks like, it's a shame. This looks like it's a really exciting book and really awesome. But it's one of those I stack up and then I sit down every 5 issues or something and then read them all at once.
It is an intriguing combination of Dr. Manhattan and the
He
DC
does look
Captain
like
Atom.
Dr. Manhattan. That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's an interesting take.
Cool. We've got Birds of Prey, number 8, from Black Canary's past, something about assassins.
We learned about the murder she supposedly committed.
All right, awesome. Backstory on Black Canary. This is a great way to do it. I'll introduce him and hold him up like that away, and you fill in all the details. Blue Beetle, number 8. Now you know something about this one.
Is this the final issue, Ed? Is Blue Beetle one of the ones that is ending?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
it says
All right.
next
Then it is leading
in
into a
something else.
crossover with
New Guardian.
New Guardians. Yes.
Yeah.
We find out about the Blue Lanterns are coming to a head in the New Guardians, and they're also connected somehow with the Reach, who give Blue Beetle their powers.
Right. If you've been
Powers.
reading either of the two,
Yeah.
Reach,
Star Trek.
wow. I got nothing. If you read either of those two books, or any of the Green Lantern books and the Blue Beetle, you find out that the entities that gave the Blue Beetle his power and the Guardians have some kind of a history.
Yes,
Interesting.
it's a hostile history.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
because a lot of
It's the Guardians.
That's right.
Well, no, I think the Reach were established as enemies of the Guardians.
Of the
weren't they?
Guardians, I believe so.
Before the New 52.
Yep.
Awesome.
So that's pretty cool. What else you got there?
I also have Supergirl number 8. We have an introduction of the Silver Banshee, reintroduction, because New 52 introduction is Silver Banshee, but when she's introduced, she's not evil. And so we also get a nice slowdown for Supergirl, no more just battling things, being really confused about where she
Siobhan's
is.
a good guy.
She gets a friend in the beginning, and then it all ends, all hell breaks loose at the end. It's a good
Much
story.
like this show.
It's a good story. It's a good story. Yeah. More?
Nick Spencer rocking the house with the last issue of Thunder Agents Volume 2.
What's it going to say?
I've said it 4 times.
No.
The entire
We're talking about
Vidcast.
something different. Go ahead.
The thing that really got me about this was the Undersea Agent story in the back. The backups in the DC books have been amazing. And I've got Legion of Superheroes, number 8. This one, the backup story is in the front. It's a Invisible Kid spotlight featuring old-time Legion artist. I'm not sure I can pronounce it. Steve Lytle? Little?
That guy.
But he did some amazing Legion art in the 80s and 90s, and he's back.
Cool. Ed, you have some New 52 books.
Wow, that's amazing. As it turns out, I do. Green Lantern Corps number 8, Alpha War starts here, where they call them the Alpha Lanterns, and if you've been reading the book, you know there's going to be some repercussions for what Mr. Stewart did to resolve the last story. So I won't give anything away, but check it out. It all starts right here. New Alpha Wars.
Do not miss that issue.
No, it's very good. And Red Hood and the Outlaws number 8. This one's just wacky.
Yeah.
So there's
We
all
were
kinds
all
of
like,
craziness going on here.
Ed,
Yeah.
you take that one.
Thanks.
We learn more about Starfire in that, don't we?
We absolutely do.
Yes.
Absolutely do. So there's definitely more about Starfire going on here.
That's
So
good.
check that out.
Making her a little more three-dimensional in character would be a good thing.
Yes. Yes, I'm not going to touch that.
I said in character.
She's three-dimensional.
I think
Character.
there needs to be more in the actual comic as opposed to talk on the internet about her character. I think it's a problem.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Want to finish up DC for us?
Yeah, absolutely. We have Batman Beyond Unlimited number 3. This continues to be an awesome story.
Great read.
Very
Awesome.
cool. This is the all-new Superman Beyond feature.
Is the origin of Warhawk in that?
I haven't cracked the sucker open yet.
Well, if it's not
So
in
you'll
that
have to read it.
if it's not in that issue, it's coming.
It's
It's
coming
something
up, yeah.
I've been looking forward to.
Yeah. This is just awesome fun. Very cool.
So, all right, kids, let's talk about Marvel.
Marvel.
Do they have anything big this week?
Yeah, maybe.
I think there's something rather large, isn't there? It's something AVX related.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun. The Avengers
Round 2. Jing, jing, jing.
take the soil at Utopia.
Yep.
And it's interesting that in the prologue it says they discuss things with the X-Men. But
Yes.
really they beat the crap out of them is what they do. This is the start. This is the opening volley in the game. Meanwhile, you've got a team of Avengers who are going off to space to face off with the Phoenix Force that is on its way to Earth. I have Wolverine in the X-Men number 9. This is where Wolverine makes his decision. It's a little talky, but it explains his position in the war.
I like talking.
I've got Avengers 25. This is more talky.
Just going to read it right here on camera.
No. It's more talky. There's a lot of pre-discussion. There's a lot of pre-discussion.
All set up? Yep.
Where
Pre-discussion
you get Wolverine's moral dilemma here.
Yeah.
You basically get Captain America's moral dilemma here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not just two super teams going to war.
Right.
I mean, they struggle over this.
That's
they know
good.
that the other guys are the good
Because
guys.
that's the one problem I've had with the whole concept is they're both supposed to be teams of good guys.
Well,
How do they fight over this?
Back in the Silver Age at Marvel, there was this thing called Slugfest, where any time a superhero met another superhero, they'd fight.
That doesn't make any
Realize
sense.
they misunderstood.
It doesn't make
and
any
team
sense.
up. Yep.
Okay.
So now
Standard
we're in a
formula.
more enlightened era. So they have to have reason behind it. And it's
Yeah.
good that we get a full book on each of the leaders about why they're going through this.
Cool.
Do you have any other AVX stuff over there, Ed?
No.
No, we
No, all right.
we gave it all to you.
Actually,
Give it all to me.
don't.
Well, I'm going to go with Defenders number 5. I am loving the heck out of this book.
It's been a lot of fun.
Matt Fraction is great. It's old school Defendering from the 70s.
Defendering.
Defendering.
I like that. Defendering.
They moved to Atlantis to find out what's going on with the Concordance engine in this issue. Wacky, wacky, wacky
It's
stuff.
a mouthful.
I've also got Punisher, number 10.
This is a fun event.
Second part of the Omega Effect
Yep.
with Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Yep.
And
Kicked off
speaking
last
of-
week in Avenging Spider-Man.
That's right. And speaking of Spider-Man, I have Amazing Spider-Man 684, More of Ends of the Earth.
Another great read.
Dan Slott is great, and he does what he does best with Spider-Man is he takes things to the limit. He takes things places that you don't think they're ever going to go. Like you think fighting Sandman on the beach would be tough. Think fighting Sandman in like a construction pit would be fun. Spidey is fighting Sandman in the Sahara Desert. I don't think the dude can be beat there.
That's fun.
Turf.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. So let's see. We've also got from the land of Marvel. You've got 15 Years of Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts 173.
Woohoo!
That's Baron Nemo and some bad girls with him. You've got the Incredible Hulk number 7. Nasty looking Hulk cover there.
Is that Jason Aaron?
It is. It is. Matt Fraction continues his run on the Invincible Iron Man 515. Looks like War Machine is having a bad day.
You ought to get together with Catwoman and sympathize.
Catwoman's over her bad day.
She could help therapy, you know?
Nice. And work through it. You got Rick Remender's run on Venom continues. Venom is a good guy. It's still a little hard to deal with. Issue 16 this week. In the land of mutants, we've got, when we don't have tie-ins over there, these are individual stories are still on their own. Uncanny X-Force, The Unkillable Kill. It's like Dream the Impossible Dream. Number 24. X-Men 27. Classic Slugfest. New Mutants 41. And X-Factor 234. So you got a lot of mutant stuff going on this week.
These books will be folding into ADX eventually, right?
Some of them will, absolutely, but not yet. They're still working on their individual stories. All right, let's head to the land of indies.
Indies.
Oh, wait. Oh, you've got a Vertigo.
I do. Did you say that already?
You big tease. No,
Yeah, I'm
that's
sorry.
fine.
It's in my other pile. not to undercut it at all, because it's awesome. We have a Fables out this week.
We did.
116. This is part 3, chapter 3 of Cubs in Toyland
Yeah, it's been great.
with the Clockwork Tiger, in which lunch is finally served.
It's about time.
So that's always awesome.
That's
Always a
excellent.
good deal.
I think Glenn's got a big book over there. Maybe not the one he's reading right now, though.
No, I'm just wasting time. I have got what I've been waiting for a long time. Dynamite presents The Shadow, number 1, by Garth Ennis. I love The Shadow. I am a big pulp geek, and I was afraid of this book quite a bit because they butchered The Shadow when they brought him back in seriously different times. This is pretty, other than being slightly more violent than I would like, this is actually a very, very good book. Garth Ennis gets The Shadow.
Cool.
He really does.
Shadow's
It's a period piece. He's fighting a threat to the entire world. The Shadow. Get it.
Excellent. Well, speaking of talkie, this week, Walking Dead number 96. This is the conclusion to a larger world where Kirkman just covers a lot of stuff in here. So there's a lot going on. He's clearly setting up for what will be the next big arc, which will take us over 100. So knowing anything about Kirkman, you know.
Setting up for 100.
Yeah, it's clearly going to be big. So there's a lot of talking going on here, a lot of resetting of characters, Rick kind of explaining what's been going on inside his adult head and kind of getting you rolling. So a lot going on here. Definitely check that out.
I'm going to jump in there
Yep.
here one real quick, because if you like zombies, and this is, but you don't want quite the heft and weight of Walking Dead, you've got Danger Girl versus the Army of Darkness, very gory zombie stuff, but also tons of fun. So it's just fun.
See, I thought when you said zombies, you were going for the Peanuts book, but okay.
Go ahead.
Cool. You got Transformers number 4. This is the More Than Meets the Eye series. You've got another Spotlight, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles micro series, Leonardo number 4. Leo. G.I. Joe, Larry Hama's Run 177. Again, this is the series that continues from way back in the Marvel days. You can read classic Joe here. Although not reprints, brand new stuff. Just picks up where that left off.
Brand new stuff by Hama, yeah.
Yep. Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi Force Storm issue 3, Something Dark Has Descended. And Knights of the Dinner Table.
Dawn is not the name of the Jedi.
No. Dancing with the Devil, fans of Knights of the Dinner Table. It's issue 185. What else do you have over there, Glenn?
I have Doctor Who, number 16, continuing the Casablanca story. The Ceruleans make their plan known. And I have Irredeemable 36, still doing with
All set.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't think of the word.
Thought we were out of time or anything.
Yes.
All right, so for kids,
The battle with the Plutonian is still rocking the world
Of that
backstab.
That
Yeah.
This is a big issue. Repercussions.
Repercussions.
All right, it's the
There you
word I
go.
was looking for. Complete mind fart there.
Wish we
This
had
is a
edited.
good issue. You got to get it to see what's going to be coming.
All right, so for kids, we've got Super Dinosaur number
Wow.
10. Continues to be awesome. Very cool. Young Justice number 15. They're underwater this time. They're underwater.
Fighting Ocean Master.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, we're out of time. Simpsons comics for your older kids, Sonic Universe, and Peanuts number 4.
All right, we got some trades too. You got Sonic Select and Trade, book 5. Disney's Fairies Tinkerbell and her stories for a rainy day.
Nice.
Very cool. And regular trades. Oh, this is great. From Fables, Cinderella. Fables Are Forever. This is that miniseries and trade paper, the whole collection. Ape
By
Sapien.
Chris Roberson.
Yep. The Devil Does Not Jest and Other Stories in trade. Transformers Classics, Volume 3.
Wow.
Take a bullet. Fear Agent, Volume
You can
6.
swing it
Out
back.
of Step.
Oh, yeah.
Hulk of Arabia. Parker's run on Hulk continues in trade. Out in paperback, Death of Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. This was only in hardcover. It's out in paper now. Diggle, 6 Guns from Marvel out in trade. Get their whole first arc. It's very cool. The last X Factor run, Hard Labor, Peter David. And from Dennis Hopeless, the Legion of Monsters collection in trade.
Ooh.
Gosh, that's it, kids. But tell you what, we're way out of time. Got some recent animes too.
Okay.
Check our website,
Okay.
allthingsfun.net, for a complete list of all the new titles that released this week. We will see you next week right back here.
Repercussions.
Repercussions. Is that what you're looking for?
Repercussions.